The Haunting Legacy, Unraveling the Family Curse. In the quiet town of Ravenwood, nestled among ancient woods and haunting legends, the Evans family had lived for generations. Their imposing mansion, known as Blackwood Manor, bore witness to the family's storied history, as well as the dark secret that had plagued them for centuries, a chilling family curse that clung to their bloodline like a relentless specter. As the current heir, Alex Evans, returned to Blackwood Manor to settle the estate after his father's passing, he was haunted by tales of the family curse that had lingered in the shadows for generations. The curse was said to have originated from a tragic event that occurred centuries ago, a betrayal that had led to the untimely demise of a loved one. From that moment on, each generation of the Evans family would be haunted by malevolent spirits, tormented by inexplicable occurrences, and doomed to suffer tragedy after tragedy. As Alex delved deeper into the family's history, he uncovered journals and documents chronicling the cursed legacy. Each entry revealed chilling accounts of apparitions, poltergeist activity, and inexplicable deaths that had befallen the family members over the years. Determined to break the curse that had haunted his family for generations, Alex sought the guidance of local historian Dr. Emily Wilson. She had dedicated her life to studying the town's dark past, and her knowledge of the supernatural could potentially hold the key to lifting the curse. Together, Alex and Dr. Wilson embarked on a perilous journey to unravel the curse's origins and find a way to break its malevolent grip. Their investigation led them to an old graveyard on the outskirts of Ravenwood, where a long-forgotten family tomb held the secrets of the curse's genesis. The tomb bore a chilling inscription, warning of the consequences of betraying one's kin. It spoke of restless spirits seeking vengeance for the ancient injustice that had befallen them. As the night fell, Alex and Dr. Wilson ventured into the tomb, their hearts pounding with trepidation. Inside, they discovered an ancient artifact, a cursed amulet said to hold the souls of those wronged by the Evans family. Fueled by determination and hope, Alex made a solemn vow to atone for the sins of his ancestors and break the curse's malevolent hold. He donned the amulet, hoping to find a way to appease the restless spirits and lift the family's haunting legacy. But the malevolent spirits fought back, manifesting in terrifying apparitions and unleashing supernatural forces to deter Alex from his mission. The mansion itself seemed to turn against him, its walls echoing with chilling cries and unsettling laughter. As Alex's resolve wavered, he sought the support of his remaining family members, rallying them together to confront the curse as a united front. Each member shared their stories of pain and loss, and their determination to free their bloodline from the malevolence that had gripped them for so long. In a final confrontation, Alex faced the spirits of his ancestors, pleading for their forgiveness and vowing to break the cycle of betrayal that had led to their tragic fate. As the amulet glowed with an ethereal light, the spirits seemed to waver, as if contemplating the sincerity of his words. With the curse's hold weakened, Alex and his family performed a solemn ritual, channeling their collective love and remorse into breaking the curse once and for all. As the ritual reached its climax, the mansion trembled, and a blinding light filled the room. When the light subsided, the malevolent spirits were gone, and an eerie silence enveloped Blackwood Manor. The curse had been lifted, and the Evans family stood free from the haunting legacy that had plagued them for generations. As the years passed, the tale of the haunting legacy of the Evans family would become a local legend, a chilling reminder of the consequences of betrayal and the power of unity and redemption to break even the most malevolent of curses. And as Alex looked back at Blackwood Manor, he knew that its walls held not just the echoes of tragedy but the hope of a future free from the haunting legacy that had bound his family for so long. The Enchanted Masquerade, Unmasking the Horrors. In the heart of the city, shrouded in an aura of mystery, a grand mansion stood, known as the Manor of Masks. Each year, the elusive Lord Nathaniel hosted a legendary mystic masquerade, an event that promised enchantment, intrigue, and the unveiling of one's deepest desires. The elite of society flocked to the Manor of Masks, eager to indulge in the masked revelry that took place under the veil of secrecy. masks of all shapes and sizes adorned the guests, concealing their identities and unleashing their hidden fantasies. Among the guests was a young woman named Isabella, drawn to the allure of the mystic masquerade. Little did she know that the night would soon take a sinister turn, plunging her into a world of inexplicable horrors. As the evening wore on, Isabella noticed peculiar occurrences, a flicker of strange shadows, whispers of haunting melodies, and glimpses of masked figures whose presence seemed to defy explanation. As midnight approached, a sense of foreboding settled over the mansion, and Lord Nathaniel announced a peculiar ritual, an ancient masquerade game. In this game, guests would draw cards that would determine their mysterious fate for the night. Unbeknownst to the guests, the cards held an eerie power, guiding them into dark and twisted scenarios. Each card revealed a haunting task, one that seemed tailored to the deepest fears and secrets of the participants. Isabella drew a card that compelled her to venture into the mansion's forbidden west wing, a wing said to be haunted by the spirits of those who had met a tragic end within its walls. Reluctantly, Isabella followed the path of the card, her heart pounding with trepidation. As she explored the dimly lit corridors, the shadows seemed to whisper ominous warnings. In one room, she discovered an ancient mask, an artifact said to possess the power to reveal one's true self. Drawn by an inexplicable force, Isabella donned the mask, only to be engulfed by a nightmarish vision. In the vision, Isabella saw her deepest fears and darkest secrets laid bare before her. She felt a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows, as if the mask had awakened an ancient force of darkness. As Isabella struggled to comprehend the vision, she felt the sinister presence drawing her deeper into its grasp. Panicked and desperate to escape, she tore off the mask, hoping to break free from its malevolent hold. But the horrors had only just begun. The mansion itself seemed to come alive, its walls whispering haunting tales of tragedy and despair. Guests reported inexplicable events, objects moving on their own, chilling apparitions, and unexplainable phenomena. As the night wore on, the mystic masquerade descended into chaos, the revelry now tainted by a palpable malevolence. Guests scrambled to flee the mansion, their masks falling away to reveal faces etched with fear and terror. In the midst of the pandemonium, Isabella sought Lord Nathaniel for answers. She demanded to know the source of the horrors that had befallen the mystic masquerade. In a chilling revelation, Lord Nathaniel confessed that the mansion was cursed, its walls haunted by vengeful spirits whose desires had been twisted by dark forces. He had unknowingly unleashed the malevolent energy, believing it to be part of the masquerade's allure. With no time to spare, Isabella and Lord Nathaniel joined forces to perform a ritual of cleansing, an ancient rite that would banish the malevolence back into the shadows from whence it came. In a climactic showdown, they confronted the malevolent force, wielding the power of ancient relics to restore peace to the Manor of Masks. The mansion trembled as the darkness was driven back, the haunting energies vanishing into the night. As dawn broke, the mystic masquerade came to a close, its legend forever altered by the inexplicable horrors that had unfolded. Isabella and Lord Nathaniel stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the need to be wary of the ancient forces that linger in the shadows. The tale of the enchanted masquerade would echo through time, a chilling reminder of the thin line between enchantment and horror, and the inexplicable events that can unfold when one dares to delve into the realm of the unknown. And as the years passed, the Manor of Masks stood as a haunted relic, forever whispering the stories of the mystic masquerade and the unmasking of the horrors that lurked beneath the surface. The enigmatic heirloom, unraveling childhood mysteries. In the remote countryside, surrounded by ancient oaks and tales of forgotten legends, stood an ancestral home steeped in history and enigma. The protagonist, David, had spent his childhood in the city, far from the mysterious tales that haunted his family's past. But when he inherited the ancestral estate, he felt drawn to explore the secrets that had been shrouded in darkness for generations. As David arrived at the imposing mansion, memories of his childhood surfaced like ghosts in the corridors. Vague recollections of whispers in the night, peculiar shadows dancing on the walls, and eerie echoes that seemed to reverberate through time filled his mind. Curiosity drove David to delve into the archives of the mansion. He discovered old diaries and letters, each hinting at strange occurrences and inexplicable events that had unfolded within the walls of his childhood home. One particular diary caught David's attention, the journal of his great-great-grandfather, Elias. As he pored over its pages, he learned of a long-forgotten family curse that had plagued his ancestors for centuries, a curse said to be tied to an enigmatic heirloom hidden deep within the mansion. The heirloom, known as the Mystery Locket, was believed to hold the key to unlocking the family's dark past. As David traced its history, he learned that the locket had the power to reveal long-buried secrets, but it came at a great cost, the toll of the curse that had haunted his family. Intrigued and determined to uncover the truth, David searched for the mystery locket, following cryptic clues left by his ancestors. As he ventured into the depths of the mansion, he sensed a malevolent presence that seemed to grow stronger with each step. Strange occurrences escalated as David's investigations intensified. Shadows seemed to linger in corners. Whispers echoed through empty hallways, and long-forgotten objects moved on their own. The mansion itself seemed to come alive, as if memories of the past were converging with the present. As David confronted the dark secrets that his ancestors had sought to bury, he found himself entangled in a sinister web of deceit and tragedy. The curse appeared to take on a life of its own, lashing out at him, seeking to consume him like it had his family. With courage and resilience, David persisted, determined to break the curse that had plagued his ancestors and was now threatening him. He followed the final clue to a hidden chamber, where the mystery locket lay dormant. As he held the ancient locket in his hands, he felt a surge of energy, a connection to the past. The locket revealed visions of his ancestors' lives, betrayals, dark secrets, and unspoken tragedies. With newfound understanding, David realized that the only way to break the curse was to confront the truth and embrace his family's troubled past. He made a solemn vow to bring light to the shadows that had haunted his family for generations. As the locket glowed with an ethereal light, the curse began to wane. The malevolent presence that had tormented him dissipated, leaving the mansion in an eerie silence. With the curse broken, David emerged from the ancestral home, forever changed by his journey into the past. The childhood mysteries that had haunted him had been unraveled, and the mansion seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, as if finally free from the weight of its enigmatic history. The tale of the enigmatic heirloom and the childhood mysteries would forever remain etched in David's memories, a chilling reminder of the power of secrets and the resilience of the human spirit to confront the darkness that lies within. And as he looked back at the ancestral home, he knew that its walls held not just memories, but the echoes of the past that would forever linger in the hearts of his family. The Fear Club, where nightmares come alive. In the heart of the city, hidden behind an unassuming facade, lay a secret society known as the Fear Club. Rumors of its existence spread like wildfire among thrill-seekers and the curious, luring them into its sinister embrace. The club's initiation was a mysterious process, known only to its members. Those who were deemed worthy received a cryptic invitation, beckoning them to step into a world where fear became reality. One fateful evening, Sarah, an adventurous young woman with an insatiable curiosity, found herself in possession of the coveted invitation. Intrigued by the allure of the unknown, she followed the instructions and found herself at the doorstep of an enigmatic building. As the heavy door creaked open, Sarah was met with an eerie atmosphere, the air thick with anticipation. She entered a dimly lit room where shadows danced along the walls, and an ominous voice echoed through the darkness. "Welcome to the Fear Club," the voice proclaimed, sending shivers down Sarah's spine. "Here, your deepest fears shall become real." Sarah was surrounded by fellow initiates, their faces a mix of excitement and apprehension. The club's leader, known only as the Master of Fear, emerged from the shadows, a figure cloaked in darkness. The initiation began, and each initiate was asked to confront their deepest fears in a series of chilling trials. For some, it was a phobia they had lived with their entire lives. For others, it was a long-buried memory that resurfaced with haunting clarity. One by one, the initiates faced their fears. Some encountered their worst nightmares, while others were thrust into terrifying scenarios they could never have imagined. The boundaries between reality and illusion blurred as the club's dark magic wove its spell. As Sarah's turn approached, her heart pounded with trepidation. The master of fear looked into her eyes, seemingly peering into her soul. He unveiled her deepest fears, manifesting them into terrifying apparitions that surrounded her. But as the night wore on, Sarah began to sense that there was something more sinister at play. The lines between the initiate's fears and reality became increasingly blurred. The club's malevolence seemed to feed on their terror, growing stronger with each passing moment. Sarah realized that the Fear Club was not merely an innocent thrill-seeking society, it was a malevolent force that thrived on the despair of its members. The master of fear reveled in the anguish he instilled, delighting in the suffering he caused. With courage bolstered by desperation, Sarah sought a way to break free from the club's clutches. She rallied the initiates, convincing them that the only way to escape the grip of the Fear Club was to face their fears united. In a tense confrontation, the initiates turned against the malevolent force that had ensnared them. They confronted the master of fear, demanding to be released from his malevolent grasp. As the club's leader fought back, the initiates channeled their newfound unity, exposing the Fear Club's secrets. They revealed the dark magic that fueled its sinister powers. And with a surge of determination, they shattered the club's malevolence. In a blinding flash of light, the club's illusions dissolved, leaving the initiates in a dimly lit room, their nightmare finally over. The master of fear had vanished, his malevolence banished from their lives. Sarah and the other initiates emerged from the Fear Club, forever changed by their chilling experience. They had faced their fears head-on, finding strength in unity, and had broken free from the malevolent force that had sought to consume them. As Sarah stepped back into the city streets, she knew that the legend of the Fear Club would remain etched in her memory, a chilling reminder of the dangers of succumbing to the allure of the unknown and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of darkness. And as she ventured forth, she understood that true courage was not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it and triumph over it. The sinister puppet theater, the haunting of Marionville. In the quaint town of Marionville, nestled amidst the hills and valleys, stood an old puppet theater known as Marionette Manor. It had once been a beloved attraction, enchanting both children and adults with its whimsical performances. However, over the years, the theater had fallen into disuse, and its once lively atmosphere had given way to an eerie silence. Rumors of the theater being haunted had spread among the townsfolk, but most dismissed them as mere superstitions. That was until a group of adventurous teenagers, led by curious and fearless Emily, decided to investigate the abandoned Marionette Manor. As the teens entered the dusty theater, they were met with an unsettling sight. Wooden puppets adorned the stage, their painted smiles now twisted into sinister grins. The air seemed heavy with an otherworldly presence, and the temperature dropped, sending shivers down their spines. As they explored further, they discovered an old, tattered book, a journal written by the theater's former owner, Professor Ambrose, a puppeteer of unmatched skill. The journal recounted a chilling tale of how he had crafted the puppets with rare, enchanted wood, believing it would make their performances captivating. However, the puppets seemed to take on a life of their own, moving autonomously and displaying an unnerving sentience. Professor Ambrose soon realized that the enchanted wood had come from a sinister source, a cursed tree said to be inhabited by malevolent spirits. As the nights passed, the puppet theater transformed into a nightmarish realm. Emily and her friends found themselves drawn back to Marionette Manor, compelled by an unknown force. The puppets began to perform, but the once charming acts now told haunting stories of the theater's dark past. The puppeteer's spirits seemed to possess the puppets, using them as vessels to convey their grievances and the malevolence that had consumed the theater. Emily's friends started to disappear one by one, leaving only her and a few others to confront the malevolent force behind the puppet theater's haunting. They felt an unexplainable compulsion to perform with the puppets, as if the spirits were guiding their every move. In a chilling revelation, Emily realized that the spirits of the puppeteers sought revenge for the suffering they had endured, trapped within the malevolent puppets. They wanted their story to be heard and their tormentors to face the consequences of their actions. Driven by desperation, Emily delved into the theater's dark past, piecing together the puppeteers' stories and the curse that had plagued Marionette Manor. She uncovered a long-forgotten ritual that could release the malevolent spirits from their wooden prisons. Gathering her remaining friends, Emily performed the ritual, hoping to bring closure to the restless spirits. The theater trembled as the spirits were freed, their malevolence dissipating into the air. In the aftermath, the theater returned to its former abandoned state, the puppets motionless once again. Emily and her friends left the theater, forever changed by their haunting experience. The legend of the sinister puppet theater would live on in Marionville, a cautionary tale of the dangers of dabbling in dark forces and the importance of acknowledging the past. And as the winds whispered through the empty theater, the town knew that they had been granted a glimpse into a realm where the line between reality and the supernatural blurred, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease and a haunting reminder of the puppet theater's dark secrets.